Hi, Philip. Welcome on the next episode of the Powered by Cardano podcast. You're one of the core people behind the Apex Fusion blockchain project. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
So let's consider this a bit of an introduction to the entire project. Let's get to know some of the people that are working on it. So who does the Apex Fusion blockchain core team consist of?
Apex Fusion core team consists of many different people and entities that are veterans of the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry. Some of the founding members have experience working at IOG and in the Cardano Foundation, and we have other partners have been working on development of Polygon Edge, so a lot of experience across UTXO and EVM sides of the industry.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. That's already a great sign of integration, collaboration. Now, the people on your team that are working on the development of Cardano, I guess they perhaps had like a different vision of where the Cardano roadmap might be heading or should be heading. What was their vision of development?
I would say that Cardano roadmap at the moment is well suited for Cardano. The original idea of Cardano was to have separation of execution layer and the computation layer, so-called Cardano settlement layer and Cardano computation layer. And what we now see in a way with the partner chain initiative. So idea that Apex Fusion wants to kind of revive is that original Cardano's idea, which says, okay, we can have a settlement layer that is very strong, very decentralized, very secure, and then we have a computation layer that is fast, cheap, simple, and adheres to all the needs of the application builders.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. So then in collaboration with the team members that also came over from the Ethereum and the Polygon side, you came up with a very interesting tri-blockchain architecture solution. So can you give us a brief description of each of the components?
Yes, Apex Fusion ecosystem consists of three chains. Three chains plus the reactor bridge that is also a blockchain, so we can say four chains. First blockchain is called Prime. It's layer one. It's the settlement layer in the Cardano parallel. It is a clone of Cardano. It's a copy of the Cardano code with some economic parameters tuned. It's being run currently by around 300 stake pool operators. Very decentralized, stable, and running for almost a year now. We have two layer 2 chains called Vector and Nexus. Vector is a UTXO layer 2 chain. We can call it a partner chain or a side chain, but it shares the Apex token that is generated on Prime. It shares it with Prime. So Vector is Cardano computation layer parallel. Very fast finality, almost instant finality, block time of 4 seconds, just a much faster, smoother experience for app builders and users. And then Nexus is the EVM L2 chain, which is based on Polygon Edge, also very fast finality and the best that EVM side has to offer. So those two chains borrow the security from Prime, but have their own execution environment. Reactor bridge is in the middle, connecting all three chains together, ensuring that the token, the base token Apex, is used across all three chains.
I understand that when you guys decided that you wanted to explore and develop your own vision, that you always had a future collaboration with Cardano in mind, right? So how does using adapted Cardano technology as your base layer facilitate partnering with and even help growing the Cardano ecosystem itself?
Well, I consider that Cardano is definitely one of the backbones of the Apex Fusion ecosystem, simply because 2 out of the 3 chains use the Ouroboros and the Cardano technology. And in the great spirit of open source, we used it, and Apex Fusion ecosystem is happy to continue contributing to it and to continue improving and giving back. I see Apex Fusion as a sort of what Polygon was for Ethereum back then, and maybe what now Base is, or Arbitrum, or any other kind of projects, L2s on that side. When I say we, I can speak for HAL 8. Are looking forward to working with IOG, with Cardano Foundation, with any of the other builders and Cardano community, which is also Apex Fusion community. A lot of the stake pool operators are of Cardano, are stake pool operators of Prime, of Apex. So we're continuing to find ways where we can do tests and improvements of the Cardano codebase.
Then let's talk about another part of the architecture. Vector is a part of the Apex Fusion that brings instant finality and great speed, right? Things that you always hear been spoken about. Why is that so important to be that much faster, or that finality is instant?
Vector, as you said, is a much faster version of Cardano, which was achieved by simply increasing the chain density or shortening the average block time. It is very important because it gives users a much smoother, faster, more seamless experience. One of the pain points of Cardano is having this Nakamoto consensus, which you kind of have to wait for a few blocks until you say, okay, well, the transaction is final. In practice, that means that the user has to wait until they can expect their transaction to be final. Well, that transaction is a swap, an NFT mint, or any other on-chain interaction, you have to wait. Simply with Vector, you don't have to wait because of a smaller validator set and technical parameters being set differently.
On October 10th, news broke in the crypto media that Apex Fusion had gone omni-chain. So what exactly does that mean, and how is that brought about?
I think the news is being referred to an OFT standard, omni-chain standard by Layer 0, which Nexus, one of the 3 chains, is being connected to. Meaning that now Apex token is a part of this omni-chain interconnectivity play that is out there, and it's accessible through other chains as well. And in the future, there is no reason to doubt that there will be more tokens going through that pipeline, and possibly even using Skyline Foundation, Skyline Bridge that connects Cardano and Apex Fusion ecosystem. Connecting that through Layer 0 opens up some interesting possibilities, definitely.
Then one of your trusted partners now in your ecosystem from inside the Cardano ecosystem is Y Finance. Who are they, and what does your collaboration with them consist of?
Y Finance is one of the decentralized exchanges built on Cardano and active in the Cardano ecosystem for a while now. Besides having swaps like an exchange, they have a suite of other products. Apex Fusion ecosystem has a good relationship with Y Finance, and they are looking forward to deploying on Vector. They have also recently deployed a staked version of C Apex, which is a bridged Apex token on Cardano. So it's a yield-bearing token that is launched on Cardano. They're very proficient in financial products, and they are excited to deploy their products on Vector to be one of the first applications there.
Wonderful. All right. Last but not least, you also have something that really sets you apart from Cardano and also perhaps other blockchain ecosystems. Namely, you have a special way of community building. In the Apex Fusion, you have a reputation system. So tell us a little bit about that. How does that work?
Reputation system is a place where all the users of Apex Fusion ecosystem can find their own role, do the activities both on chain and off chain, gather, we can call it points, gather a score, but create their own digital identity and representation. I truly believe that this is something that is lacking from the usual blockchain ecosystem activities. A sense of community needs to be there for people to stay and enjoy what they are doing. And in this way, through a reputation system, people can build their own reputation in different categories. At the moment, there is Citizen, Sentinel, and Mason category. Senator category is going to be deployed at some point in the future, which will deal with governance. So basically doing different activities and tasks creates a score for you and makes your contributions more measurable and meaningful.
That sounds really great. I had a look at it. I'm also part of it. No, it's a very enjoyable experience. Well, Philip, we already came to the end of the interview. Short but sweet. And thank you very much for this general introduction to Apex Fusion. I'm still sure there's a lot of people that still don't know everything about you, and hopefully this is like a first step towards them also joining your ecosystem. Is there any message that you would like to share with them?
Thank you very much again for the invitation. If you haven't tried Apex Fusion yet, please go to the website apexfusion.org. Look through developer documentations, open a wallet. Eternal wallet, the largest wallet on Cardano, is also supporting Prime and Vector networks. So get involved, find your place. There's many things to do, many interesting things, and many more coming up soon. So